What's up, everybody? This is Brad. Welcome to Sports Magazine Collector. In today's episode, I'm going to challenge you to take on me in a Sporcle competition about Sports Illustrated covers. Let's go. All right, guys, check it out. So we've got a little bit of a different type of video today. This was actually inspired by Foolish Baseball. It's a really great YouTube account and Twitter account that I follow. Foolish Bailey, he runs it, makes really great content. And he had an episode recently where he challenged some of his followers to take him on in a Sporcle quiz to see if they could beat his score. And man, I love Sporcle. I've been doing Sporcle for years. I couldn't even tell you how many hours upon hours I have spent in the last 10 years, probably even longer than that, just doing sports trivia. And I just love the quizzes on there. Now, when I saw that video, it led me to think, I wonder if there's any Sports Illustrated quizzes on Sporcle, because I've actually never looked at that before. You know, I'm still pretty new in the Sports Illustrated hobby, really only been deep in it for about 6 months. So I had not searched on Sporcle, and it turns out there are some good ones. This one in particular, I found, man, this is right down my alley. Sports Illustrated cover since 1990. Hey, that's the year I was born. And we're looking for anyone who's been on at least 3 Sports Illustrated covers since 1990. So here's what's going to happen. I encourage you to pause this video, go over to Sporcle and pull this quiz up on your own, see how many you can get, and then come back and check out the rest of this video, see how you can compare to me. All right, 20 minutes to name. It looks like there's 124 answers. Anybody who has been on at least 3 Sports Illustrated covers since 1990, this is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. All right, so as I kick off this quiz, we can see, as I mentioned, there's 124 responses, and the clues that you get the number of covers that person has been on since 1990. You also get the sport, and that's it. That is your clue, and it looks like quite a few people who've been on just 3, and then there's a handful who've been on 10 or more times. So I'm going to jump in. I got 20 minutes to complete this, and let's do it. Okay, so we're just going to start going down the line, trying to get some of these easy ones. This is obviously going to be Michael Jordan. Now, 47 covers since 1990. That tells me that they must also be counting potentially the SI Presents, like the commemorative issues, because MJ's been on 50 covers altogether, but his first one was in 83. And I know that there's definitely more than 3 that he was on in the 80s. There's his UNC cover, there's his Olympic cover, there's the one-man gang with the Bulls, there's the 87 in pictures with the Bulls. There's more than 3. So that right there tells me that this is probably taking the commemorative issues as well. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay, men's golf's got to be Tiger. Oh, I got someone with Wood. Let's see, who did I pick up with Wood? Oh, Kerry Wood has been on 3 covers. How about that? Okay, so anyway, trying to get Tiger Woods, got Tiger Woods. Let's just say Kobe Bryant. Okay, he's up there. LeBron James, another basketball, Magic Johnson. Okay, there he is with 9. Basketball 18 times. Let's try Larry Bird. He's got 5. Steph Curry. Ooh, I wonder when this, I should have looked to see when this quiz was published, because Steph Curry has definitely been on more than 3 covers. So that is a fail by me. I'm trying to look real quick to see when was this quiz published, because that's going to make a big difference in these answers. I'm not seeing it. So anyway, Steph Curry not being on there, that's going to tell me maybe, Curry's first cover, I believe, was 2013. And by 2015, he had easily been on 3. So we're just going to say this is going from 1990 to 2015. All right, so I'm going to have to adjust what I'm doing here. So, man, 18 covers. I've got Michael, I've got Kobe, I've got LeBron. I'm sure this is an easy one. I'm just not thinking. I know Ewing has been on some. There's 5. I know Elijah Wan has been on, 3. Iverson has been on a few. Shaq. There it is. Yep, Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, football. Tom Brady's got to be up there. Baseball. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of stick with the sport for a little bit. So let's stick with some football guys. Football guys who I know have been on there more than 3 times. So Peyton Manning, definitely. There's 12. Let's see. Adrian Peterson's been on a few. There's 5. Let's see. Steve Young has been on 5. Oh, Vince Young has been on 5. Wow. That probably would not have been an early guess. There's Steve Young with 7. Joe Montana has been on 10 since 1990. Jerry Rice popped up somewhere on there. Looks like 4 for Jerry Rice. Let's see here. I don't think, well, obviously, okay, 2015. I got to think in that reference too. 1990 to 2015. We're going to go Brett Favre. He's got 12. Aaron Rodgers. Okay, even Aaron Rodgers is on there. Man, this thing might end even earlier than 2015. Let's see. Who are some other football guys that have been on the cover? Barry Sanders, 3. I was going to say, I don't think he's been on a lot, but I know he's been on some. Troy Aikman has been on a few. There's 5. Let's see here. Ben Roethlisberger has been on a few. Okay, he popped up somewhere. Looks like he popped up with 4. Okay, and let's keep going here. Okay, let's move to baseball. So baseball, we got Mike Trout's been on a few. Okay, so he's not even popping up. Albert Pujols, there's 4 with Pujols. Interesting. I think he was on 4 with the Cardinals alone. And he went to the Angels in, let's see, 2011 was his last season with the Cardinals. So we may be looking 1990 to 2011. So once again, I really got to whittle this down. I see men's cycling down there. Let's go ahead and knock out Lance Armstrong. I'm sure Gretzky is on here somewhere for hockey. I need to get that. Muhammad Ali is going to be on here. Okay, I see another boxing somewhere. Let's try Mike Tyson. He's got 9. Evander Holyfield has been on 5. Let's see. I don't know that Money Mayweather has been on 3. I'm also not even sure I'm spelling Mayweather correctly. That is definitely a challenge sometimes with Sporcle. You got to know how to spell some of these names. Let's get some more baseball guys. Ichiro was on a few. Let's see here. Roger Clemens has been on several. Randy Johnson is not, well, I already did Magic Johnson, so I guess if Randy had been on there, he would have popped up already. Greg Maddux, nope. Let's see here. Let's think about my Cardinals. Yachty's been on 1. We got Pujols, Goldschmidt, Arenado. Wainwright has been on, I think, only 2. All right. Oh, obviously, Mark McGuire is going to be up there. Sammy Sosa is going to be up there. Ken Griffey's going to be up there. I got to be thinking about these sluggers. I think David Ortiz, but some of his were more recent, so he's not going to fall in that time frame. Maybe Manny Ramirez. He's got 4. Let's see. Who else were just major baseball? I think Josh Beckett was on a few times, but he's not there. Derek Jeter will be a definite. There's 14. He's a big one. Mike Piazza's been on several. There's 4 for him. Pudge Rodriguez, Alex Rodriguez. Okay, I got some sort of Rodriguez. Let's see if we can pick. A-Rod was on 6, it looks like. Okay, Randy Johnson was on there with 5. Let's see, who else? Let's keep sticking with baseball a little bit. Oh, I'm just thinking about Miguel Cabrera. He actually has not been on many. You would think he's been on more. Let's see, who else? Barry Bonds, surely he's been on 8. Okay, I know Jose Canseco's been on several, but a couple were before 90, so it looks like he wasn't quite getting to 3. Who else was big in the 90s? Chipper Jones wasn't on there very much. Let's see here. Killer Bees for the Astros don't really have many covers. Frank Thomas was on there a couple times. There's Isaiah Thomas with 3. Let's try Mickey Mantle. Yep, he had a few modern ones. Hank Aaron's been on there a few times, but he's a no. Possibly Jackie Robinson. I got some sort of Robinson. Ted Williams. Jay Williams. Man, he could have had a great career if it were not for that motorcycle accident. Okay, let's go back to basketball. It's going to be a ton of basketball guys. Grant Hill, I know, has been on several. There's 3 for Grant Hill. Scottie Pippen has been on a few. Dennis Rodman has been on a few. Phil Jackson has been on a few. Okay, let's see. Worthy. Nope, he was probably more in the 80s. He was on several in the 80s. Let's think about the 90s champions. Obviously, we've got the Bulls, we got Jordan Pippen, we got Rodman, we got Phil Jackson. Okay, Penny Hardaway with the Magic. He was on 1 or 2, but I guess not 3. We got Shaq. Charles Barkley has been on several. Okay, got that one. Let's see here. I got Olajuwon. All right, then we got more Bulls. Karl Malone, maybe. He's been on there. He's on the Dream Team cover. Stockton, I think, was only on 1, so he's not on there. Let's see. Who else? Okay, then we're moving into the Spurs. David Robinson definitely was on 3. Did I already get a Robinson, or was he not? Well, I guess a couple of his were in the 80s. So let's see. Okay, Tim Duncan, got him. He's been on 9. That's a good one. Dirk Nowitzki's been on a few, but man, maybe only 2. I know his first cover, and then he had one with Steve Nash. Steve Nash is not on there either. Jason Kidd, okay, he came up. Vince Carter, no. Tracy McGrady was not on as many as for as big time as he was there for a while. Let's see, who else for basketball? Man, there's a lot of basketball down here in this 3 column. Oh, I know one. Tyler Hansbrough. Oh, he was on 5. He was a big time college guy. JJ Redick. He only has 1 D in his name, but he's not on there. I'm trying to think about these huge. Okay, Kevin Durant is going to be on there. Kyrie Irving. Oh, I got Irvin. That must have been Michael Irvin. Kyrie Irving is a no. Kevin Garnett, definitely. He's got 10. Paul Pierce is on a couple. He's got 3. Ray Allen, no. Rajon Rondo was on a couple, but maybe only 1 or 2. Let's see, who else? Ron Artest, the great Meta World Peace. Nope. I know he was on there for the Malice in the Palace. Let's see. Oh, Ben Wallace was on a few. There you go. There's 3 for Ben Wallace. How about Chauncey? I think Chauncey only had 1. Rip Hamilton, maybe 1. Let's see, who else? Gotta think about teams. Gotta think about big successful teams. Oh, Reggie Miller. No, I don't think so. Let's see. I got Allen Iverson. Let's see, who were the Lakers beating there in the 3-peat? They beat the Pacers. They beat the Nets. We've guessed all those guys. They beat the 76ers. I don't think Mutombo's been on hardly any. Okay, let's keep. Oh, Dwayne Wade's gonna be on here. Carmelo Anthony probably. Okay, I'm at 65 out of 124, and I'm past halfway. Gonna have to pick up the pace. Hockey. Let's try and knock out a few hockey guys. Sidney Crosby. Ovechkin's not on there. How about like a no hole? I am not a big hockey guy. Mario Lemieux. Oh man, I wasn't sure I'd be able to spell that right, but I did. Steve Yzerman, Mark Messier. Okay. Gosh, who was like the goalie? Hasek or something? So I'm sorry, guys. Hockey is definitely a weak point for me. Man, there's a football up there with 12, and then football with 9. Okay, I got to get some football because there's a 12 and there's a 9 and there's a 9. Emmitt Smith. Okay, he was the 12. I also got Dean Smith from basketball. Coach K. I sure as heck ain't spelling out Krzyzewski. Let's see. A couple more footballs with a lot. I got to think back to the 90s too. Reggie White might have been on 3. He was on 5. Lawrence Taylor. I don't think so. 90s. Who were the big 90s? You had Thurman Thomas. Bills went 4 times in a row and lost. Cowboys won quite a few. Niners won a couple. Steelers. Already got Big Ben. Oh, Elway. Yeah, Elway. That's an obvious one. Terrell Davis maybe on a couple. No. Should have got Elway a lot sooner than I did. Let's see. Another football with 9. I'm trying to think who else won in the 9. You had Bledsoe possibly with a couple. Nope. Because you had, let's see, the Patriots and the Steelers. Or not the Patriots and the Packers in the mid-90s. And then you had back-to-back with the Broncos. And then, who won after that? I think. The Ravens went like in 2000, Ray Lewis. Okay, I got a Lewis. Well, let's try a couple NASCAR guys. I bet Dale Earnhardt. 5. How about Jeff Gordon? 5. Okay, got a couple racing guys there. Men's golf, Phil Mickelson. Okay, 5. Let's see if there's any other categories. Men's swimming, gonna have to be Michael Phelps. Usain Bolt. Okay, so see, he's been on more than 3, but we're basically within 1990 to 2011, something like that. Football. I'm looking for any more out of the box categories. Basketball coach, we got that one. Football/baseball. Women's tennis. Oh, we got Serena Williams. Okay. What are those 2 asterisks for? There's several baseball guys with 2 asterisks. Do I get any? Is there any hint anywhere what those asterisks mean? I don't see it. Okay, I got 6.5 minutes. Basketball. I'm not seeing many other out of the box categories. A couple of men's tennis. Pete Sampras. Possibly Fed. I think he's only been on 2. Another men's tennis got to be Agassi, right? Okay. Men's soccer. Man, there have not been a lot of soccer coverage. Is that going to be Donovan? Landon Donovan. Women's speed skating. Michelle Kwan. Oh, man. Bonnie Blair. Okay. All right. And a women's tennis. Steffi Graf. No. Monica Seles. Yes. She was dominant there for a while. Okay. So I think all I have left is football, baseball, basketball, and man, there's just a lot. 84 out of 124. I got 5 minutes. I got to pick up the pace. All right, let's go back to basketball. And I got to think teams. Okay, basketball. I've done the Lakers. Let's see, Trailblazers. I don't know why I thought Trailblazers, but I'm not really seeing anyone there. Kings, Vlade Divac, probably not. Mike Bibby, no way. Chris Webber, maybe on a couple, especially with Michigan, but that's a no. How about college? How about Bobby Hurley? No. How about Shane Battier? Okay, he was on 3. He was a stud in college. Who were some other huge college players? Greg Oden? No. Let's see. I'm sure I'm missing some really obvious one, guys. You guys are probably screaming at me. Griffin. I don't know if that was Blake. I was guessing it was Blake Griffin, but I got a Griffin somewhere. Okay, go back to NBA. So let's think more in the 2000s now. Man, 2000s is basically just like Spurs every other year at least. So Tony Parker, there's 3. Manu Ginobili, no. We did Duncan, we did Robinson. There's no more coaches on there. What other teams won? All right, the Heat won in 06. We got Wade, we got Shaq. Gary Payton has been on several. Okay, that was a good one, Gary Payton. And I forgot they lost to the Bulls in 96. Let's see, who else? Sonics. Sean Kemp is a no. We did Durant, we did Ray Allen. I got to get over 100. I'll be very disappointed if I don't get over 100. I got 4 minutes to get 12 people. Let's keep going basketball. Let's go. Let's step this up. Let's think East Coast. Boston Celtics. I've already got a lot of Celtics. Oh gosh, just think random teams. I need to know better who's in each division. The Hawks. Dominique Wilkins. He had a few before the 90s. The Magic, we already thought about. Dwight Howard's been on a couple. Okay, I got a Howard. Who else? Let's see here. Miami Heat, we already thought about. Okay, thinking about Florida, Atlanta Hawks, we already did. Carolina Hornets. Chris Paul's been on a few. Okay, he's probably some of them after this quiz was made. Anyone else big on the Hornets? Muggsy Bogues, I don't think so. Okay, Nets. Nets haven't been all that great. The Knicks, there's got to be some Knicks. Okay, we got Ewing, Latrell Sprewell on 3. How about that? That's a clutch pick right there. Loved Allen Houston, but I don't think he was on many covers. New York Knicks, gosh, they just went through a really bad stretch too. They weren't very good. We got the 76ers, Allen Iverson. Who else? Washington Wizards. Albert Arenas. I don't remember him really being on any. Maybe been on one. We did the Detroit Pistons. Jerry Stackhouse could have been on a few. Oh, because he had a good college career. Indiana Pacers. We did Reggie Miller. And then after that, Paul George, but probably after 2011. They didn't really have a lot of other big guys. Man, I got to get 10 more. Okay, let's, gosh, there's so many basketball, and I just haven't got many of them. Dumars, Drexler. Gosh, I know some of these guys were on a few. Okay, switch it up. Man, there's so many basketball on this list. What else? There's some baseball, there's some football. Okay, let's go back to football. JJ Watt, probably too late. Gotta think earlier. Kaepernick was on a few. Reggie Bush has to be on there. He's on 7. How about Matt Leinart? Okay, let's go. 92. I gotta get 8 more. And I've got how much time? I got 1 minute. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna get this. Come on, football. Let's go. Football. Think who are the big football? Okay, Sam Bradford was big for a while. He's a no. Jason White. I'm just thinking like Heisman guys. Oh, Desmond Howard was on a few. No. Charles Woodson. Oh my gosh, come on. There's got to be some of these guys on here 3 times. Edgerrin James, Larry Fitzgerald, Calvin Johnson. I already got Johnson's. Stafford, Ryan. Oh my, Randy Moss. There's one. Okay, he was on 4. I should have got him way earlier. Terrell Owens, believe it or not, was not. Chris Carter. Oh gosh, this is just gonna eat me alive. That I'm not gonna get 100. Seahawks. Alexander was on like 1. Richard Sherman. Who else was big with them? Russell Wilson is later. Oh my goodness gracious, this is just infuriating. Colts, Marvin Harrison. This kills me. Oh my gosh, 93. All right, let's see the damage here. So the biggest one I missed was Kurt Warner with 9. Gosh, St. Louis is in my backyard, and I missed Kurt Warner. Tim Tebow, that's an obvious one. Cal Ripken, I should have thought of him. Drew Brees, Michael Vick. Man, I loved those Michael Vick covers. Michael Vick was so much fun to watch. Dan Marino, okay. Kurt Schilling, I would not have thought of him. Donovan McNabb was on 4. Hines Ward was on 4. Babe Ruth, all right. Darryl Strawberry, Jason Giambi. Man, these are some tough ones. These are guys that I know have been on like 1 cover, but I wouldn't have guessed they were on 3. I would not have guessed Jason Giambi or Kirby Puckett were on 3. Mariano Rivera, I could see that. Pedro, I could see that. See, Sandy Koufax, Willie Mays, those are some of those, vintage guys who are on modern covers. That's tricky. Bill Russell, another one. Emeka Okafor. I mean, he was big in college. He was a number 1 draft pick. Okay, Joakim Noah, they went back-to-back. Florida Gators did. And he could have been on 1 pro cover as well. Kalen Lucas, yeah, right. Kevin Love, Mario Chalmers, Yao Ming. That's one I could have guessed. Okay, and then there's some of those college football guys. Chris Leak, Craig Krenzel. That's rough. Jim Brown, Johnny Unitas, wouldn't have guessed them between 1990 and 2011. Jerome Bettis, that's one I could have gotten. Rich Gannon wouldn't have guessed. Warren Sapp wouldn't have guessed. You know what? Looking through these answers, I'm not as disappointed as I thought I would have been. The ones I really for sure should have gotten would be Yao Ming, Pedro, that's 2, Marino, 3, pretty much everyone in this first column, Vic, Breeze, Ripken, Tebow, Warner. So really that's 8 that I'm disappointed I didn't get, which would have put me at 101. But you know what? That's not bad. Look at that. Average score is 40%. I got 75. That's pretty solid. That's not too bad. Let's look at these quiz stats. I've actually never done this before. It doesn't look like it's working anyway. All right, there you have it. 93 out of 124 in 20 minutes. I'm not too disappointed. I feel okay with that performance. I would have really liked to get over 100, but looking through the answers, there were some tough ones on there. So how did you do? Please put your score in the comments or just share your thoughts. What surprised you? What'd you think? Would love to hear your comments, and please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, or if you enjoy the topic of sports magazines and Sports Illustrated magazines. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Lots more content coming your way. No trivia question on this video, because this video basically was an entire trivia challenge. So we'll pick back up with another trivia question on the next video. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.